Ateneo only coming up with 2 blocks in that second set, but the block that mattered was the one that ended that second set. Now, a better start for UP in the second set. Now the question is, can they sustain it all the way till the end? Earlier today, NU winning against UST in both the men's and women's. Elisa Valdez, who was here also doing the game yesterday, she was here doing that NU-UST game. And then in the afternoon sessions, the UP Fighting Maroons winning in straight sets against the Ateneo Blue Eagles. And the Fighting Maroons of the women's division are hoping na magtuloy-tuloy yung double-double win. Pero mahihirapan sila ngayon. Pero sabi nga natin, Mela, pagdating sa volleyball, hanggat hindi ka nakatatlong set, di pa tapos ang laban. And we've seen a lot of comebacks here in the UAAP.
But you know, you can't just come back without doing anything.
Correct,
and you really have, if you're UP, you really have to change a lot of things right now because the team looks very unorganized.
Thoughts? Araginot was there to dig. Hinabol ni Kat, and Dorog was there. Mai goes behind to Carlos, and Carlos mababa ang palo. So first point for Ateneo.
And you know, you could see Mai Sotomil having a lot of confidence in Tots Carlos, setting her in the back line. And speaking of confidence, ito naman si Jaja Maraginot oozing with confidence.
Simple, no?
Yeah, and if you watch her, you can see how calm she is.
Yeah. No flash, no that.
Really just gets the job done.
Correct, yeah. No extra movements, no nothing, just efficient in her setting today.
And you know, numbers don't lie. Nakita natin kanina sa atake, ang laki ng disparity between the attacks of Ateneo and UP, and we have to credit Jaja Maraginot for that.
The 1-2 punch being Tolentino and Desperos leading the way. Carlos and Molde with 7 and 5. Of course, you add on to that the sprinkling of points of Maraginot and Pongay and Samonte every now and then. They're up 2 sets to love. Bernardo swings it to the other side. Doromal. The Cat over the blockers. Thoughts will go high to Molde, but that's too close to the net.
That was a tough angle for Isa Molde and a tough set from Tots Carlos. And you know, you can't set the ball too close to the net, especially when you're going up against Kat Tolentino as your blocker.
2 serving 1, the returning Jo Maraginot. Great account of herself today. Too easy there. The score for Jules Samonte. 3-1. Make that 2-1 as our score as we check in with Franny Reyes.
They ended that first set strong, but that second set didn't come as easy for the Lady Eagles. Yes, everyone was doing their jobs, but there's still stuff to improve on, like reception, which became an issue for them. Now, Coach O wants them to react faster on defense and coverage, but more importantly, for them to play smart and really utilize their strengths on the offensive end. Coach wants them to increase their intensity and the fluidity of their plays. Now, let's see if the Lady Eagles can make these adjustments and finish this match. Back to you guys.
Fluidity is the word right there. They are flowing right now, especially on offense. Carlos. Avena. To Jules. Oh, that's a beautiful set.
No blocker there from UP. No one guarded Samonte on that attack, and we have to credit that point to Jaja Maraginot, rather.
You're right. She really faked it too. She was already setting the ball on her way down, Bella.
And di ba yung excellent set, kinakount yan kapag naiwan yung blocker. Ito super excellent set kasi walang blocker.
Bustrillo.
Great coverage there.
Dahan-dahan tayo
The opposite spiker who replaces Tots Tolentino here as Coach Gotti is now looking for, searching for an answer for anything here in this match. I think he's going to call a timeout. 6-1 is the score. No, they're not going to allow it, says Choi Bukid, our first referee. Bustillo again.
Yeah, different faces there inside the court for UP. Meanwhile, in the Ateneo side, they are currently talagang naka-stick lang sila sa solid 6 nila.
You're right. Why change it?
Oo nga. And, you know, UP still hasn't gotten that mix of players na talagang magde-deliver for them in this game. We've seen sparks though, but
wala yung tuloy-tuloy consistency.
on the other hand, Ateneo looking like a well-oiled engine in this game.
Two straight points though for UP now. 3-6. Let's check in with Yanni Mayo. Yanni?
Boom and Mela, Coach Godfrey Akumu has been reiterating in the past timeouts that the girls are not doing what they practiced. Coach sounded very frustrated while expressing that and said that the girls need to remember their training because they prepared for Ateneo. While assistant coach Eric Ubaldo mentioned that they just need to set the rhythm. He said that the girls need to remember that the most effective play may be the simplest one. Instead of experimenting, according to Coach Akumu, they need to play with their head. Back to you, Boom and Mela.
Very much, Yanni. There's still a lot of time, a lot of volleyball to play, but they got to start
With the
right
basics.
now. Yeah. Gonna call a violation there on Mai Sotomil.
Illegal attack on the Fighting Maroons.
Now you see you have Sotomil, you have Bustrillo, you have
First technical timeout.
Encarnacion.
The youngsters
Yep.
fielded in for UP.
There's a technical timeout now with Ateneo ahead.
Technical timeout.
8-3 is our score, and the defending champions are looking good here in their first match. As you look at the Fudgy Bar, O-Bar Sasaya, and of course watching this with very interested eyes, Mela, are the De La Salle Lady Spikers who will make their debut on Saturday against the defending champions.
Ooh,
Jess Ramos, who played very well, by the way, at the start of the second
that's
set.
the first solid middle hit that we've seen for UP. Great elevation there by Jess Ramos.
Lead is 4.
And you know, among the players dito sa UP, si Jess may napapansin ko na mukhang confident among them, di ba? And a lot of them have been looking like they're getting jitters. Meanwhile, dito naman sa Ateneo, no signs of jitters para dito kay Faith Nisperos again on that attack.
Like I said, she's used to, you know,
Big
part of big games, winning tradition, being in the spotlight, being #1 option. And that batch of players that she was playing with in high school. Just an incredible load of talent as Jesma continues to hit well here, except for that moment, medyo malakas, but it was a good idea though. Are they going to challenge that? Oh, they are going to challenge it, I believe.
By the Fighting Maroons. Block touch.
So the block touch is what they're challenging. Hey, you're Coach Gotti and you think so, you need all the points that you can get if you...
And you might get lucky, you know, kasi minsan hindi niya naman nakikita yan di ba? But, you know, there's no harm in trying. And at the same time, it could help you also cut the momentum of your opponent. Kasi, you know, the coaches only get 2 timeouts. So, itong challenge ito, syempre, it has a process and it's additional time for the team to relax also, to refresh their minds.
Very
And,
good point.
diba?
So
Cut the momentum.
you're saying, and not necessarily for this situation, but you're saying that sometimes it can be used as a strategy to, sak muna kayo dyan, halt momentum of the other.
Especially kapag wala ka ng
Wala na
timeout,
magawa.
diba? Pag wala ka ng timeout.
Yes.
Just to, you know, make your players relax.
Well, that's what they do in basketball also. So
You'll take all the chance you can get.
Especially
And
kung
for now,
naghahabol
it's the
ka.
challenges them.
yeah, naghahabol ka. Again, there are only 5 categories that can be considered under the video challenge system incorporated for the very first time here in the UAAP Season 82. Ball in, ball out for the side and end lines. And the block touch is one of the more common ones. What do you see, Mela? Meron ba? Wala, mukhang wala.
Ladies and gentlemen, the challenge was
So that is out. So that means Jesma Ramos's attack was long. That means it's an Ateneo point, 10-4.
Inulang lang ng snap ng wrist kasi you could see in that challenge. Kaya hindi siya nag-block touch kasi medyo late si Ponga in blocking that running attack. So it would have been a very effective play for UP. Medyo kinapos lang.
Attacking error from Ju Encarnacion.
And you know, if you're UP, if you want to stay alive in this game, you can't just collapse like this. And katulad nun, nagkaroon ng error si Jesma and then another one from Encarnacion.
It's a long serve for Kat Tolentino, and one last one for her here in the UAAP as the Cebuana Steph Bustrillo will serve. No. Tots Carlos will come in for her.
I was wondering why Tots was holding two numbers. Ayun pala, 20 plus 4, 24.
Walang 24 sa 20
Oo,
plus
malayo
4.
na kasi, di ba? 12 lang yata yung sa substitution or 16, something like that.
Gotta be creative, ha? Dorog.
Kala ko dalawa papalitan niya.
Kat. Dorog takes it. So Tamil will go to Tots. Seen there by Maraginot. But a chance ball or free ball? No. Well, you're down. You're up 2 sets. You're up 5 points. You can take a chance every now and then.
Yeah, and, you know, she has that luxury naman, and we know she's gonna make up for it after this.
So
That was a tough set also for her. It was off the net. Didn't have the time to really approach the ball.
pero sinugal pa rin. Ano? She still went for it. Miscommunication between Pongay and Jaja. Very rare, at least in this game where Ateneo came in very focused. Kailing will come back here for Mai Sotomil.
Number 1, Sotomil out. Number
Returning
16,
for
Rosie
UP, not only for this year, but returning also because she replaced Mai Sotomil earlier in the first set. This is not yet a done deal for Ateneo. Especially if Tots comes up with some brilliant serving here.
And you know, we were talking about earlier, kapag nilalabas ka sa game, you see a better perspective when you come back. That's, I think, exactly what happened to Tots right there.
Pinagalit si Coach O. Pakinggan natin.
Come on, ulit. Pangalawa, hindi malakas ang sinaserve. It's top spin. Ang problema kasi, after a point, you want to make it a point right away. Anong gagawin at the moment? Yun muna. Be specific. We have to receive first. Come on, kung nagawa nyo kanina ng maayos, magagawa nyo ulit ng tama. Be better than your best. Come on!
Only the second timeout called by Coach O in this whole match so far. Hasn't been threatened too much, but right now, little momentum from the UP Fighting Maroons.
Sarap din talaga makinig sa timeout ni Coach O. Parang ang dami yung mapupulot. Earlier in that timeout, he was talking about how Ateneo was rushing everything na mapunta agad dun sa resulta, which is the point. They forget about the process. Kaya nagsiscramble sila during the situations in the game because they are focused on the result. But you know, when you work hard for the point, ayusin mo yung pass mo, yung set mo, the result comes. Kagaya na lamang dito sa atake ni Faith Disperos.
Miss-hit na nga, pero nakapuntos pa rin. Inulang na lang, pakabila. Now we'll see that jump serve from the rookie. Set back by Encarnacion. Raja going for the 1-2. Encarnacion sasagot. There's nobody who touched, so Ateneo will get the point, 13-8.
Again, the errors of UP starting to pile up again. That is why Ateneo is pulling up away in this set. Nina, medyo nakadikit na eh. But again, the over-reception of UP, di pa rin nila nahahanapan ng solusyon.
Rem, the Tots, long ball, chance ball. Rem looks at Ramos but sets it up for Encarnacion. A good fake by Rem.
Na finally, a point converted there for Encarnacion. She had a couple of attempts, but in that last game, power, in that last play, power yung ginamit niya. You can see she was also guarded by 2 blockers, but that hit was just too strong for the Ateneo blockers.
Desma Ramos catches the net. So now it's 14-9.
The score, 14-9.
Bongay serving. Jewel a little bit underneath that ball.
Actually, in Coach Gotti's previous timeouts, na-remind niya na eh si Encarnacion about being under the ball when she attacks.
But this is back to a 6-point lead. Rem keeps it alive and Molde sends it to the Ateneo side. Jaja chooses Samonte. Rem chooses Bernardo.
Ooh. Finally, Bernardo joining the scoreboard for UP. And you know, it's hard to guard a lefty na middle blocker, middle attacker dahil ang dami niyang angles na pwede makuha. And nakita natin doon, she was facing right and dropping it to the left. A lot of promise here for Bernardo, but she has to rally her team as Encarnacion tallies another error for UP.
16-10 is our score. She's trying to shake herself, shake off the jitters in her debut here for UP. UP Fighting Maroons down 6 here in this game. Ateneo with a 2-0 lead and a 16-10 lead. And Ateneo looking to finish off the Fighting Maroons. Again, our coverage 4 days a week. We have Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's the schedule. And a quadruple header during Wednesdays, Saturday, and Sunday. We started yesterday for day number 1. See the training team and all the supporters of UP, also early Ateneo, some of the names that you already know.
That was a better pass for UP, and yung pag nakakapasa naman sila ng maayos, nasa-set up naman yung mga combination plays nila eh.
Ravenna was there to pick it up and set up Joe Maraginot for the Gatorade-fueled spike of the game.
But for Ateneo, they don't need any combination play. The basic works well for them, and as we can see, Jaja Maraginot setting her up yung ate niya.
September was when she officially committed to Coach O. Ravenna. There's communication there on the Ateneo side to cut the lead down to 6 for the first time. Maris Layog will come into the ball game for Lori Bernardo. Now, Layog has been a spark to UP in previous years. One of those players who return
She
here.
has a little swag,
Yes,
diba?
yes.
Let's see if that helped them in this game today.
Well, Coach Gotti now looking, searching for answers. Anybody who can provide any kind of spark. Molde. Inaabot. Roma Doromal, the rookie of Ateneo. Not to be confused with Roma Joy Doromal,
Ng NU.
National University, ang ate. Si Roma May Doromal as the second-year player, Valley Gambler. checks in for Joe Maraginot. It's good to have her back. Good to see her back flying for the Lady Eagles once again. She will sit down first for the sophomore. Tolentino's blocked. It was Layung and Carlos who collaborated for the rejection.
Now's also a good time for Coach Oliver to, shuffle her players para rin bigyan ng experience yung iba niyang mga players, especially because they have a big game on Saturday. Pero they can't be complacent here.
2 straight points. Normal couldn't get to it. Lead is down to 3. UP looking to make a late charge here as Jamie La Victoria returns to the UAAP and will replace Jaja Baraginot.
First time we're seeing Jamie back here playing again.
One of 2 players who already left the team, okay? Left the team and then came back. Katulad nito, Kat Tolentino only announced that she was not going to return.
More than their comeback, what I'm excited to see is how much they've matured from the last time they played here in the UAAP.
Especially because they also have had some pro experience.
Yeah.
And La Victoria celebrated there as she breaks the run of UP there. 18 will be serving 14.
The score 18, serving 14.
Gandler on deck. Encarnacion receiving. Carlos from way out. That is not in. So Carlos will get the point.
That was a good shot there for Carlos. The set was really far from the net. It kind of looked like a back row attack na sa line ng set na yon, but she managed to convert it to a point, and that just tells a lot of good things about the kind of player Tots Carlos is.
So Yuri Eslapor is back. Beach volleyball specialist. Partner ni Rosie Rozier. Beach volleyball ni UP. Encarnacion will sit down again. As UP is behind by 3 here, 15 serving 18. Layug makes it a wide serve. Unfortunately, not what they need at this juncture.
That's a costly error right there from Marislay, because they're already catching up. They were only down by 3, and it's such a momentum breaker kasi when you play catch up tapos biglang the error. But all part of the game. Let's see how they come back from that.
Nice adjustment by Tots in midair. Binawi yung puntos.
Again, Tots Carlos varying her attacks. Kanina nakita natin it was all power, and now all smarts.
The score 16, serving.
She has to work with everything she has right now to rally her team in getting this set.
Molde with a nice serve. Doromal unable to get that one. 17-19. Is there a final last charge here for the for the Fighting Maroons?
UP trying to build momentum in this part of the set.
And they go back.
Back-to-back aces there.
Tinuro actually ni Gotti kung saan dadalhin ni Molde yung service.
That board Coach Gotti is holding, it's actually a target for the services of his players.
Kanto right at the corner for Molde. Down 1. Doromal. Perfect first ball this time. Molde pops it up. Carlos will have to twist and give them a chance ball. La Victoria. Tolentino puts it away.
Tolentino.
You need a sure point. Well, you need some sure points. You go to, your veteran. Pumursyento. Etong si La Victoria.
It was a very wide opening there for Kat Tolentino in that down the line angle. And Kat, she could hit at any angle.
Now, yes. Develop that. Gawa ng paraan ni Tots. Faith will send it over. Rem. Reverses to Tots again. Jamie opens to Faith. Faith is checked. But Doromal, sorry, Ravenna was there. Gandler from behind. Nagawa ng paraan. So buhay pa ang bola. Faith extends herself. Eslapor. Sa gitna, Molde. And there's a touch. And the lead is won. 20-19. Coach Oliver does not contest the call because referee Choi Bukid was very sure about the check ball. Sumayan kay Ponggay.
And nag-change ng direction niya from our angle. Great rally there by UP. Talagang kinapitan yung rally na yun.
Tots Carlos with 10 points, by the way. Esperos cross court. Dorog. Kailing. Molde sa gitna. That is low. And a chance to tie erased by an attacking error. Was the set too low, Mela? Or talagang approach ba ni Molde na huli?
It was actually a good set from Kailing. However, yung approach ni Isa on that set, medyo parang na-late, naiwan yung katawan niya doon sa backline. Maybe she was a bit conscious with the line. Baka mag-stepping siya, kaya parang hinabol niya lang yung bola.
Crucial timeout here.
You can still push the ball outside. You have to use the block.
Yes, coach.
Yeah. There is no
Basta
fear.
idulo mo lang. Idulo mo lang.
Take your time. Alright? You can get this thing done. You can get the work done.
Tara, tara.
Okay? Let us not use too much energy. Relax, save your energy. But use your everything you do. And blocking is here. We combine the block. We don't leave any seam. Let them go down or cross court. You can pick those balls.
Tara, tara.
Shot in the arm for this UP campaign here in this match number 3. The debut of Ateneo and UP. Yes, Mela.
Coach Gary have a very good instruction there sa kanyang previous timeout. Sabi niya, use the hands of the blockers. And, you know, they've been guarded a couple of times sa mga plays nila. But, you know, you could still use the blocking of Ateneo to your advantage by swiping it out. You know, just, you know, get creative with how you convert it to a point.
This time, Yuki Eslapor.
Substitution for the Lady Eagles, number 5, Gender Out, number 15.
Yuki Eslapor scoring the point there, down 1, as you saw Professor Kiko, who's always in attendance and always, of course, supporting the Fighting Maroons. Chesma on deck. Sa gitna binigay. Chesma could not keep it up. And it's 22-20. By the way, Joe Maraginot is back. And inupo muna si Vanny Gandler.
And
Ponggay Gaston, the captain, the new captain, on deck now. That is out. Giving a free point to the Fighting Maroons, who are still alive here in set number 3. The UP men's team winning earlier.
best player in today's game.
Kanina, 22-21 is our score here in the women's game. But Eslapor with a tight serve. Giving away.
UP is being forced to really bank on their serve. Tinatry nilang kargahan. Kasi ang ganda ng reception ng Ateneo kanina pa eh. And then, ayun yan, nag-error sila.
Oh, sarado pinto. Very easy tip block by Kat Tolentino to get them into match point. Triple block. Extension of those fingers for Kat Tolentino. And it's in the hands of the lefty. La Victoria with a sharp serve. Ailing. Dodds. Coromal keeps it up. Sorry, that's Ravenna rather.
Great defense there by Ravenna.
Sa gitna, binigay kay Layog.
She couldn't get into that one.
Kumakapit pa. Ito, Fighting Maroons. 22 will be serving 24, and it will be in the hands of the returning Rem Kailing.
Interesting to see how, Ateneo's blocking really is in system because dun sa quick play na nilayog, nag-triple block pa sila. You can see the respect and discipline that these players put into their blocking.
Dorog was there for the get. Tots sends it over. La Victoria keeps it up. Toromal to Faith. Eslapor. Tots. Carlos flies. La Victoria sets up Maraguinot. Checked at the net. Faith from behind. That is wide to the left. And UP is down by 1, saving their second match point. Some excitement being injected into this match here at the end. Or will it be the end? UP doesn't want that outcome yet. Let's listen in.
Hey, stop! Okay, no problem. No problem. Balik muna tayo. Okay, nakalog. Hey. Settle down. Compose muna tayo. Na-overwhelm tayo masyado sa balikan ng bola. Diskarte tayo ng tama. We have a strong rotation. One good receive. Ang importante, alam yung gagawin. Cover and be specific. You understand? Be specific.
No instructions there in terms of specifics. This was just a calming down kind of timeout. And since Rem Kailing is serving, that means Ateneo will have the first chance of attack, and they bring back Jaja Maraguinot. Right.
So nice for Coach Oliver to remind the girls also that they have a strong front line.
Relax lang, settle down
kasi
daw.
They have 3 spikers at the moment and all they have to do is pass well because
And sometimes, Bella, that's
they
what a
don't even
timeout.
have to pass.
That's what a timeout does. It ices the server. He tried to calm down his girls, but at the same time, it ices the server, and Rem Kailing sends it to the net. Parang anticlimactic yung dulo natin dito because they were coming and charging back, Mela.
Definitely, and more than the battle between the players, it's also a battle between